In today's episode, we're finally giving this area the love it deserves by building a beautiful, well, maybe not beautiful, but I will try to make it beautiful. A beautiful marina and a long overdue recreational area for our city. In last episode, we spent laying the foundations of the much anticipated international airport, and even though it's not done yet, I'm absolutely loving it. Like, it is incredible seeing the airplanes roaming the skies on the map. So welcome back everyone, I'm Keralis and this is the next episode of City Skylines 2. So just sit back, relax and enjoy. And don't forget, smash the like button and subscribe for more. So in between episodes, I've actually done some stuff. I did add some low-rent housing because we do have a little bit of a problem with homelessness, and hopefully this will help. Not the best location for him, just next to the airport, but hey, it is what it is. So far people have moved in and yeah, it's quite buzzy over here. Are you guys homeless or what? Oh, by the way, you know what I just grabbed as well? Like, I haven't been in the game for quite some time, so there's a bunch of new stuff, okay? But I did grab... I grabbed some graffiti by Sally. I mean, I'm not saying this is a perfect area for them, but how do you do? Do you do like this? And let's see, can I? How cool isn't this? You've seen this a million times before, but for me, this is kind of brand new. And there's so much of it just underneath here. I'm not sure we're gonna have stuff like this, because I'm kind of still debating, like, should we be decorating the whole city or just detailing it, or should we maybe not, because that's gonna take some time. And like, even though I don't hate this map, I don't like it as much. I did see, where was that? I mean, yeah, like, if we decide to decorate the city, there's so much which can be done. Like, I'm not saying that it is looking great by any means. Can I have more of them? Like, just... Let me see. If I would just spin that, bop it down, like... Yeah, that is gonna... yeah, that is not gonna work. But see, stuff like this. This can become a thing. And getting all those, like, stain decals, it does definitely transform. Just adding those. Yeah, that looks rough. Perfectly suiting for the area, I guess. What else did I do? I added a little bit of keys over here. Like, not keys, but just a little bit of stone walls or boulders. And oh boy, I'm not sure there's a way to place them in an easy way, because these over here are pretty much placed one by one. I tried to copy a few and such, but yeah, that didn't really work that great. So if you get any solutions besides placing them one by one, please do let me know. But does it look amazing? Well, maybe not. But one thing which it does break off the high key. Like, do we go with them or without? Like, I think I'd rather have them, even though it might be a pain to place them all over the place. But I just think it looks so much better. You guys let me know. You let me know. But besides that, I don't think I've done much more. Oh yeah, I did add an extra dam here. Not sure it's gonna stay, but for the moment, let it be. And then we can have like a huge reservoir here in the back. Maybe a fishing village. Maybe, I don't know, maybe another marina. Who knows? We will see where this takes us. But yeah, oh, I did purify this a little bit. I did add a little bit of paths, trees, a little bit of schools. Like, look at this. How cool is this? A little elementary school, I believe that is. And I think that is, yeah, that is about it. But I mean, this is not bad. They've got some basketball courts here in the back, an outdoor gym, beautiful parks left and right. They even got a little lake to swim in. Well, you don't really swim in that, I guess, because that is spilled water reservoir from the airport. Or it's supposed to be something like that. But yeah, we need more of these low-rent housing projects all over the place. I think they look awesome. But we said marina. This is gonna be tricky. Once again, because of the map elevations, I don't think we can make it look nice. Let me... How do we want to go about it? Let me just think about this quickly. Okay. By the way, is there a way to delete all the bushes at once? There might be. There is, stupid. I don't know where it is. Where would that be? I guess we could do, if I go in over here, go trees, go multiply like over here, and then maybe just select like a category of some type, like evergreen. Yeah, that's gonna take take forever. Okay, temporarily, let's do this instead. Let's just move them away. Let's just move them away. Go filters, go maybe plants and props, because we do have a little bit of rocks. And what do? Well, we just drag. Like a so, and like a so. Did we select all of them? I think we might have. Okay, so let's see. If I just grab this guy. Okay, yep. Oh, they didn't move the tiny bushes. Okay, we're gonna come back. And then we just put them down here temporarily, like here somewhere abouts. Go into the toolbox and to terrain height. Boom. Did that snap? Oh, it looks amazing. Well, we will delete them later on. Those could be deleted by hand, but why didn't it move the tiny bushes, I wonder? Or a much easier way of doing this. But I mean, why do the easier way when you can just do the hard way and have so much more fun? Right? And to the rain heights. Bam. Perfect. And now, okay, look at this. Not that bush. Let's get rid of that. Look at this now. So let's say I would pick an elevation. Let's go on the waterline. And then we just do a hard. You see what I mean? Like, obviously a marina would be water heights. Like, even if I bring that up with some keys, it's still gonna look ridiculous. Yeah, that is no bueno. No bueno at all. So how do we go about it? That is the question. Okay, think about this. So I want to have this road over here. That's gonna be going all the way here and maybe around. And we could do pretty much the same from this angle. So we can maybe have a little roundabout or whatever, take it all the way here and around. And then we can have like a little entrance to the marina in the middle. Might not look the greatest. What is that? I've seen this before. Who placed it? We can maybe even have like a canal through this. We can divide Hardship Island into two pieces. So that would be like a little thingy from the marina going through with some boats in the future. But what we need is those like water breakers or whatever you call them. Because obviously there's going to be a huge water flow from this. And we don't want that to go into the marina. So we need a little like retaining wall over here. And I guess the same would be from this side. We'll see where this takes us. That is the beauty. Like, this game isn't like an empty canvas. And then you just, well, it's a city painter. And you just paint. And and have a good time. Am I right? Well, maybe let's get this point. And from this guy, let's go all the way down over here. Then we get a beautiful, nice slope, which we'll tweak. And over here, let's maybe even add a little bit of extra space in between Hardship Island and the marina itself. Yeah, we can make this work. I believe it. You guys believe? Because I definitely believe. And then we do. So let's say that this would be over here. Well, obviously this is wrongly placed, so that would be like this instead. And then we have this going all the way down from this and all the way in a beautiful slope to here. Bam! Is it pretty? No, it's not. It's not. But there's a possibility. I'm going to play around with this a little bit off camera because I don't want to bore you guys to death. But if I would do, let's say I do this, then those guys connect like that. This bend is going to be much nicer, so I'm going to retweak that. But then we could just pretty much get rid of this and then have the same shape from this side. Yeah, it might not look the best, but if we get into it, like with all the detailing and such, I think we can make wonders out of it. Like we just adjust that little bend a little bit further. There's possibilities. There's definitely possibilities with this. Let me just. Hey, don't judge and don't laugh. It is a start, okay? There's bendy shapes and I think this might be quite snazzy. And then what do we do? We take the road. Okay, it's not gonna be straight, but it doesn't matter because that could be going all the way around here. That could be following the highway, but in a beautiful shape, and then connecting to this roundabout over here. In the future, but let's just think about this. I did grab the leisure venues you guys suggested, and whereabouts are those guys? So what do we have in our disposal? New barracks. What is that? Ew, some type of like a food court situation on the inside. I mean, it does suit a marina, I guess. So that would be a thing. What else did we have over here? We've got apex climbing. Okay, we've got sports hub pavilion. Let's just put that down just to check it out. Game set and match. Let's just get that on the other side. And then we have sports park complex. Ooh. Okay, that is a big boy. However, do we have any stadiums as of now in the game? I don't think we have. Like, we do have the boring ones. Well, not the boring ones, but you know, like the American Egg Ball Stadium, but that's just a tiny one and a soccer field. I don't think we've got any big ones. Okay, so we got those guys, and then where was those guys? Is it just over here somewhere? Do we have any housing? No. Oh wow. Okay, there's a lot of them. Riverside Grill. Okay, that kind of fits, I guess. Do we have any marina assets? Espresso to go. The Lobster Tail. That's gonna be perfect. Steakhouse. Kind of work. La Croix de Great again. I don't know what that is. Oh wow. There's a lot. Oasis Kitchen. Okay, I didn't anticipate them being that many. Oh no, my goodness, there's even more over here. Okay, so let's maybe not. Pinball Palace, Nitro Kingdom, karting. Okay, let's just check them out a little bit. So what was that? This guy over here has the climbing possibility. Well, the climbing possibility. It's I mean, it's a recreational area thingy, right? So that would be fitting. We've got some sports complex of some type. I guess that is some type of food court as well. Watch your game here and whatnot. That's actually kind of nice little feature over here. We've got this, so we can play some tennis or whatever that is. We got some mini golf course. More tennis over here. That, I mean, it is not a shabby looking asset. I like this. Okay, that would be quite perfect. And we have this. Okay, yeah, this might be too big for the whole thing. I mean, that would be kind of like half of the marina would be pretty much just having this. So that is a no-go, but at least I think we can squeeze those guys in. Is the Pinball Palace? Yeah, that is more of a centralized building, I believe, not marina suiting. Gusto Gelato, I mean, ice cream and the harbor. Oh, wow, this is beautiful. Could work, but no. Nope, centralized. I mean, this is a neat little harbor building. So let me just quickly delete those. A cinema thingy. The karting thing would be kind of cool. Oh, this would be fitting. Little aquarium or whatever it was. Well, oceanarium. Same, but a little bit different, I guess. So this will be squeezed in as well. Hopefully, we'll see. But then I do have. I'm not sure we're gonna use them. We do have the quays and piers. So this might be a thing which we use. We have a pier water park. Obviously, we're not going to be able to see it over here. But the cool thing about those is I believe once placed, let me just place a few. Once we place those, this is from the little like workshop thingy, we can pretty much click them and upgrade them. So we can just go like, okay, I want to have a passenger pier thingy, my jiggy, and so on and so on. But yeah, you get my drift, right? I mean, and then we can just build off this with different piers. But the question is if we should use them, because this over here will be a pain in the butt to place. So I'm technically not sure if we're going to be using those, or let me just make this nice again. And this one as well. Boom, perfect. Or we just use the ones we used over here. I know, like, I mean, they're not perfect, but they do have like a, I mean, it serves a purpose. It looks like a little boat pier. Do we even have boats in the game, by the way? Or props? All, I guess, and but. No, but I guess ships would be a thing because we do have a cruise ship and the cargo ship. Yeah, maybe not for a marina. That might be a little bit of an issue. And how about the cruise ship? Too big. Yeah, ship would not be. Maybe yachts. Like, I mean, City Skylines 1 had so many of those little like props. No, there's no yachts. I wonder, like, if we could. Can we scale them somehow? Because obviously those would make quite a nice yacht. Well, movie doesn't really scale now, does it? Maybe there's a mod or asset or something which resembles a yacht or could scale down those over here. But let's play around with this. Imagine coming down over here and then bam, Marina. I did check the workshop for boats and yachts and Big Sad. I couldn't really find anything. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do. There's one possibility. Well, obviously there's not gonna be a boat, but what we could have done is maybe. Okay, this is just a big maybe. Can we libbity without you? Well, it's not a boat now, is it? The thing is that maybe if we just do this, even though it doesn't look like a boat, it does give another shape than just having it being empty. I like it's a big maybe. And if you have found any yachts or boats, please please let me know because I would love to have some. Because this is gonna look really bad. Well, not really bad, but You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Maybe one here, one here, one here. Bam, and bada beam. Something like this. Is it 3D? No, it's not. But it's becoming a thing. I did have a few of those buoys all the way around here. Not sure, do they emit light nighttime? And let's see if I do like... Ew! This, okay, this, wow. Okay, that, didn't know about that. But they actually do. Look at them. Do they even, like, blink as well? Maybe that's just the water. Okay, that looks super snazzy. But yeah. Up next, I want to just get some progress in, okay? Up next would be getting this side filled up with something. What we could have done here is getting, working with different like key elevations. Yeah, elevations. So maybe half of this like that, and then we can do a key wall somehow, and then maybe one more. And that means like when we reach the far end, it's not really going to be noticeable. Well, it kind of will be because it's going to be like a big staircase of stuff, but if we hide that with some trees and bushes, maybe that won't be as bad. But oh my goodness, those stones over here, those boulders. If you guys know any other mean to place them, please let me know. Because placing them one by one is fairly terrible. Hey, you know, no, don't do it. Being a little bridge of some type. Like this maybe. To the other side. And then we can take the little piers out on the other side as well. And then maybe just surround that, have that. Nah. We'll see. We'll see. But did I say progress? Yeah, I did say progress. So let me continue this in a little time lapse, hopefully. This has taken a few hours. But yeah, this is yeah, I'm not sure about that. Like if I get some boats, I might replace those little roofings. But then again, it kind of looks like a roof. Maybe some have those little roofings. Yeah. question is, do I love it? I think I do. It is a big mess so far. We still have tons of buildings to be added over here and details and such. Do you guys like it? Okay, I see a vonk. And by the way, this is my poor excuse for bolt ramps. They're super huge. Hey, it is what it is. Okay, it's simple. Got some beautiful buildings over here in the harbor, but yeah, wonk. Let's just fix that quickly. Let's see here. Let's get a tiny guy over here, like a super tiny. There we go. And so I did add. What did I add? I added a sports complex over here. We've got the Apex climbing center over here. We also would need maybe to get some bus line over here. Because currently people come here by taxi and I guess their own vehicles, so that is not great. But the main question is, can we squeeze in the lobster tail somewhere abouts? Like, I want to have it down here somewhere, but I'm not sure that's going to be a thing. Where is the lobster tail? It is this guy. Nah, okay, dang it. That was a big boy. It is much bigger than I anticipated. Here is not a bad spot. Yeah, this is a poor excuse of space usage. Could it be a thing over here? That is the question. I guess yes. Huh. Let's just put it down over here. Let's get the move it mod and rotate it just a teeny bit. Can we maintain the road access? Yes, we can. Yeah. Envision you sitting in the restaurant over here and you see a road. But not only that, you do see the marina. A little bit of it at least. It is a win-win scenario. Sir, you okay? It's like the GTA paint shop. Comes in red, goes out wide. Oh no. Ooh, what you guys doing in there? Yeah, this is not bad. To road or not to road. Like, this might fail tremendously. Let's say we would have a road going all the way from the back over here. From the back. That could work, and then we could just have a little parking lot. Not that we need more parking lots, by the way, but will this even work? Yeah, I think so. And then let's add a little tiny one over here in the far end, maybe like a so. And just to be the cool kid, let's add ourselves maybe 2 planters of some type and 2 palm trees. Not this one, maybe this one. So one over here and one over here. And palm trees. I've missed this decorating stuff. Yeah, could have been better, but it is definitely not terrible. Should we keep it? The lobster tail? Overlooking the beautiful marina? Yeah, let's keep it. And what else did we want to have here? Was it the deep blue oceanarium? It does fit. It does fit a marina. Could maybe even make something over here. So let's roll this up even further. Boom. And how do we want to have it? This is the front entrance. So the best possible outcome would be placing it like so. But for some reason it doesn't really connect to any roads. Because then we have the entrance and that is overlooking the marina and the city itself. Maybe if I move that back. Yeah, why is it not touching any road? Like, obviously it's touching that road, but does it need to be touching on the front, or do we touch it from the back? from the back. Will that fix the situation? No, it still doesn't fix it. If I turn back the hands of time, if I make a road from this side, does it fix the situation? It does. Will those disappear? Perfect. And we can just have some beautiful planters with some palm trees all the way around this. Road layout wise, maybe not the greatest. And how are we doing on the view of the highway? Like, getting some trees in the back and then we have blocked it. Like, it is not as big of an eyesore. Or is it? Nah, get some oak trees all the way along here and then it's hidden. Nobody's gonna see it. And then we have a nice beautiful elevation up here. It's a thing of beauty, this is. Like, might be too much concrete here, by the way, and I hardly recognize myself anymore because I usually just do bushes left and right. And Why do they disappear? Do they do that when you do? Oh. And what happens if I add it from this side? And then move it into place. Like this. Let me see. Zoom. Do they still disappear? No. That is super weird. Maybe something to do with the highway. But what else? I want to have a bus stop, and I've been looking at one guy, and that is this the small one. Like, might not be the best location for it because placing it more centralized would be a better choice for us. But then again, we do have the space. So temporarily just get it in here. And then this road, I'm thinking maybe we could just do this. Let's see if I could do this, elevated and key on one side. No, not elevated, just this and key on the other side. Boom, there we go. So if that would be just going to the far end, meeting up with that guy, and then just do this. And we can still have a few buildings, maybe even a restaurant over here. And then this guy could be going over here and then just merging into this somewhere abouts. Or maybe even... I mean, this looks terrible. No, it doesn't. It's a yeah. Okay, we might just remove all the crossings over here because they are not needed. So let's get rid of this, and then this just nicely goes into there somehow, like this, and then goes in without the keys all the way into this guy. Bad, ugly. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think I have officially fried my brain because I've just been talking to myself for 30 minutes without even recording. So yeah, I have played too much today. That's what I'm trying to say. But I did add bits and bobs over here. Like over here we have Apotheke, which is like a bar, lounge, beautiful. Here, I like this. The Dockyard Lounge Park. I actually went to a similar thingy not long ago. In Copenhagen, Reffen, like last week actually. It's kind of like a street food market, but containers and just good vibes. Kind of reminds me of that. It is a beautiful thing. I'm not sure what that is. That was the Canopy Cafe. I love the buzz. Now we just need some people over here. Here we have this, which is called the Color Plaza, which is a beautiful playground. Might not be situated in a nice spot, just underneath the highway. But yeah, think about the kids. They need some stuff as well. And 4 parking spaces. I'm not sure what to do with this. Because I want to have like people dropping off the bus. They go down over here, go over here to this, go over here to the other side of the street to that guy. But then I still want to have this like little pier going out or bridge going out. And maybe dropping down somewhere over here. Yeah, because the thing is that you can reach this far end with the same path as we can reach pretty much this far end on this side. So it would be kind of cool having something which connects them. What? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, by the way, can I? Because I do have a bus line. I just want to try this out. So let's say we would drag, what would be the closest way to drag here? Or maybe, let's maybe drag it from here. If I drag that, how does that go? That is not too shabby. So let's drag it just to the first one. Obviously, we're going to change that later on. Like this. So then it just goes... zip, 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 and all the way around and then on the way back. Yeah. It's not ideal, but we're going to add like a proper one here later on. Might even... Should we add a bus stop hereabouts? Because that would be a thing. And a bus sign. Yeah, why not? Over here? Yes, please. And then does that mean I can just drag this guy up to this? Oh, yes. There we go. Also, maybe some taxi stands here and there would not be a bad thing. And a taxi stand. Like, this seems to be a hotspot, so let's just add one over here. I'm also gonna add just one outside of this place, which would be situated over here, maybe? And maybe just one here in the far end somewhere about. Bam. Perfect. We've got a few of them. Oh, terrible placement, by the way, because there's no sidewalk. But what you guys think? I think, like, I like it. I think it might not be the best thing, but it's still under construction. I just wish we had the boats. But it does give a nice vibe to the whole city. So I guess next episode we're going to be continuing filling this out with some stuff, like maybe even residential areas, a little bit of not skyscrapers, but bigger buildings. Just a few like modern, not skyscrapers, but bigger buildings, that is. Yeah, I like it. You guys let me know. Maybe you got some inspiration. If you did, let me know in the comment section. And if you can find any yachts, boats, fishing vessels, whatever, I see I glitched the matrix. Let's just fix that. Please let me know, because I would definitely need some. Can I just do this? Fixed it. I have officially saved it. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Keralis, and I will see you guys in the next episode of City Skylines. By the way, is there a... Sorry. Would that be a soft or sweet spot maybe around like 7:30? Some people call it the golden hour. Maybe it is not over here. But does it look beautiful? Yeah. Man, I just need people over here. It would be cool seeing. The first bus has arrived, by the way. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tight squeeze. But deal with it. And there's actually a person waiting as well. What on earth is happening? Loving it. Have I said goodbyes? Of course I have. That's just how I go about this. But thank you so much, and see you guys in the next episode of City Skylines.